Got a bit of paper now, have you, Jess?
Oh.
Come on, look professional, you don't need notes.
No, don't need notes, do we, Kev? We don't need notes.
No, like you used to when we first started doing these. It used to be all written down in front of me, didn't it? The wind would blow it up.
No, we didn't, Kev. We're professional. We're professional. Like hands and everything.
Yeah, we can wing it now, go on.
So, we're coming up to holiday season time. And obviously you want to go away in your camper van or your motorhome. I don't like that. Oh, for God's sake. Hello?
You're back now, are you?
Don't have kids, all they ever want is money. Money, isn't it? Just money all the time.
It's not enough as it is. Come.
We can't afford a motorhome, so what we're going to do is pretend that we're going away. Yeah. So before you jump in your motorhome and get on to your first destination or wherever you're going, and if you haven't used your van over winter time or you haven't used it for a while, good idea, Kev, to do some checks before you go out. Yeah. Because the last thing you want to do is to go onto your campsite, get there and things go wrong. Because you know what you're going to get?
Earache.
Earache. And you don't need the stress.
Off her must be made.
So we need to have a stress-free motorhome, don't we, Kev? So in an earlier video we did the outside and mechanical. So this one we're going to do habitation. Just some simple things so you don't get stressed out when you're going away.
So you don't get caught out.
Exactly, Kev. So we'll start off with the first thing I think we ought to do. If we've done the right thing and we've drained the van down, basically at the drains, we then need to close all the drains. So we need to close our fresh water drain off. We need to fill it full of water, don't we?
Yeah.
And then we need to come inside. Here's what I prepared earlier, Kev. Where's the drain off?
Here's one you prepared earlier.
Well, it's not one, it's one we're checking off that we've sold, Kev.
It'll be hidden somewhere, Jason.
What do you mean hidden? Ah, there it is. See the drain off there? Yeah.
Nice little place to put it behind the pipes.
Yeah, that's so we need to close a drain off for our water heater.
On this one you close it and press the button to reset it. Yeah.
That's correct, Kevin.
Because that's a frost protection.
And then we need to come through and put a pump on.
Yep, which is on, as you can see there.
And then we need to prime up like so. Yep. Can you hear the pump going?
Hear the pump?
The pump. The pump is there, mate.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look. So we can prime everywhere up. We can now just have a whip around, just checking for any leaks.
If your pump continues to run now and you've turned your tap off, you've either got a leak or you've not closed the drain off.
Yeah, we can go around checking for any leaks.
Yeah.
While we're also at it, we could do the toilet as well, couldn't we?
Make sure the toilet flushes.
See, you didn't put that on your list, did you?
I did yesterday, but you lost
I lost the list, haven't I? So we can just go around checking any leaks. So
the other thing as well,
we're checking the seal on the toilet as well.
Is leave the water in a bowl to check the seal.
See how it's not run down?
No.
There we go. Are we happy, Kevin?
We're happy, yeah.
Ooh, got a mess now with Adam's head, hasn't it? Because he's left the water in there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I'll put him some water back in.
Put some water back in. This is a van that that's due to go out, so Adam's already checking this off.
So we've got water in the van, we've checked everything there on the water side, and we've also switched our gas on, so we would go around just making sure all our appliances are working. Oh,
no gas on.
There's gas on, mate. Look, see? Yeah. Go around checking the appliances, and then what we'll also do is we will go and now put our heating on our gas.
Yeah.
Gas.
Heating controls there, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll put the heating hot water on, run it on the gas, and just make sure everything's going. Another tip is if most people are going to campsites, so they're using the electric all the time, Kevin, aren't they?
Yeah.
So put it onto the gas, and it just...
Yeah, light your gas fridge.
Yeah.
Light your fridge on gas.
Yeah. It's like an electric fire. If you've not used electric fire in a while, you put it on, you can smell the dust being burnt.
Yeah.
So let's get everything on the gas. Let's move to our fridge, even though this is a compressor fridge. Yeah. And we'll put the fridge on the gas and making sure everything's right and running there.
What you find, you get like a shale build up in the flue of the gas fridges, and sometimes it'll block the burner, so it's important.
We will, Kev.
Especially if you don't use it on gas.
Right, next thing is, once we've done it all on the gas and we're happy, we'll switch over and and we'll do it on the electric.
Yeah.
Same process, we'll go round, we'll swap the heating and that water onto the electric. Obviously these are all gas, so you don't have to do it. And we'll move over and we'll do the electric on the fridge as well.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now what we will do as well is we'll go around and we'll check all our windows. Because what happens sometimes, Kev,
The windows stick on the rubbers.
see how they're stuck on the rubbers like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gently.
And why are they stuck like that, Kevin?
Because they've never been opened and they've not lubricated the rubber seals.
Yeah.
A good thing to lubricate them with is a silicone spray, or you can buy a silicone grease.
A silicone grease,
which divers use for all their equipment, like the all the valves.
The silicone spray is just plenty. Plenty.
Grease is better.
Oh, I think grease is
I
better.
use grease. I
Right.
prefer.
Anyway, so we've got our stuck window. So if we do have it so it's stuck from the heat or anything like that,
Don't just push it.
just push it. See how I'm doing that? See the technique there?
Easing,
Just pushing it away, easing it out. See how I'm easing it out slowly, like that, easing it out. There's a perfect example. See there?
See where the rubber's been stuck.
See how it's been stuck? Yeah. And then we can clean all this around.
This one wasn't really stuck, but we were pretending it was.
No, it was stuck, Kev.
Right.
And then we're
For
going
the purpose of filming, yeah.
It was stuck.
It was stuck.
Why do you have to give all the games away? You spoil everything, don't you?
No.
Hey.
You can see what we're on about. Windows do
You
stick.
can see what I have to put up with.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Brad Pitt never has to put up with this.
You're still on about Brad Pitt.
And then
Coal pit.
we can go round. What coal pit? We can go round and silicone spray all the windows, can't
Yeah.
we?
And while you're at it, you can clean it, because you'll find if that window's not been opened for a long time. I'll go outside and show you.
Go on then, you go show.
What you'll find is this one's all been cleaned now, but you'll get a dirty residue all the way around there. So you can clean that at the same time.
Good thinking.
Nice clean then.
Exactly. We'll just go around and just check our windows, blinds,
That's
and
the
also
fly
our
screen.
fly screens are working.
You always get them wrong way around. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the same time, what we could also do, again, same, we do have the rubbers there.
Yeah.
We can just go and just check everything's doing what it should be doing, Kev, shouldn't we?
While you're doing that as well, if your van's been stored outside, you can check around for any water that's coming. If you've, you know.
Do our blinds and fly screens as well, can't we?
Yeah.
Go around checking there.
Another tip is don't drive with them fly screens closed.
No, never drive them closed, because the air gets in, and what happens is
It stretches
them out as well. So there's another tip.
Another thing as well with these blinds, what I find is don't leave them closed, because you're putting tension on the spring all the time. Because the spring loaded, leave them open. You know.
For God's sake.
Right, you finished on your phone now. You spend more time on that phone than a teenager.
Hey, it's not my fault, is it? Have I made one call on that phone?
No.
Thank you. Thank you. It was Hollywood. Want me to double in for Brad, basically. So,
For Coal Pit.
I'll be off for a couple of days, mate. Yeah, making the movie. Yeah.
Was it Looney Tunes on the phone?
If you want to get really deep into everything as well, you can check, obviously, when you're putting the water in there. It's a good idea, really, while we've got everything up.
Yeah.
You could check the water's getting into the fresh water tank. Obviously, when you fill the fresh water tank, if you want to, just nip underneath, make sure the fresh water tank's not leaking.
And if you're one of the people that tend to clean the tanks out and everything, now's a good time to clean it all out.
It is. Just run some water through.
But don't use...
We can also run some water through the water into the waste tank as well. Pop your head under, make sure...
Give it a flush out.
Make sure there's no leaks there. Then we can open it up and run through there. And then another important one, because we don't not want the telly not working, just check your plugs.
Check your 240, yeah.
Just make sure everything's working there. So really, half an hour.
It's a lot of it's common sense, but
It is half an hour of it. Just set your van up, get it running on the gas, get it running on the electric, get your water coming through, so you're not getting any nasty surprises when you get to wherever you're going to, and you're not creating yourself any stress.
checklist. Write yourself a checklist.
Yeah,
Tick
right,
them off as you do, if you,
Yeah. And I think that's covered everything, Kevin, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've covered we did the video on the outside, and that's about all there is on the inside. Really.
Yeah, so it's like I say, it's just do it before you go, because it'll save a lot of stress when you get to anywhere or on your sides, basically. So
Even I had an instance when I went away, I'd been filled up with water, and then water was pouring out, and I realised I hadn't reset that thermostatic drain off for the
that's
water.
incompetence, Kevin. That's incompetence. It's incompetence.
It wasn't. I just forgot to do it.
No, incompetence.
See,
Right.
even the experts can fail.
Oh, you're calling yourself an expert now, aren't you? Anyway, so shall we go?
Yeah.
Let's go. Like
Okay.
and subscribe.
Yeah. Look after your van.